In this project, we will use CNN, that is Convolutional Neural Network, to build, train, and test a traffic signal classification model. So here we will be using our Google Colab, as Google Colab has high computational power and CNN requires that. So we will build this model using TensorFlow and Keras, which is a multi-class classification problem, and this model will be used to make smarter cars. So the first step would be to connect our Kaggle account to your Google Colab, because it is important to connect that Kaggle account to your Google Colab, as it directly downloads your data into the Colab notebook rather than downloading on your local machine. So here we can run the data directly from Google Colab only. So the first step is to connect your Kaggle account. So for that I need to go to my Kaggle account. In my Kaggle account, I should go to account section, so that there I can create new API token. Yes. Now my Kaggle.json file is downloaded here. So here, if I run this cell, that is Kaggle API from Google, it will import files and will upload this here. So here I need to choose my file from downloads. So here you can observe that my Kaggle.json file is getting uploaded. It means now my Kaggle account is connected. So next I will install a Kaggle API client. So for installing a API client, we will be using pip install. So let's run that. Here using pip install, our Kaggle account API client is also installed. So in order to move forward, we need to set up the Kaggle using Kaggle API. Also, we need to avoid warning if there are any on the Kaggle to start with. So I'll be creating a directory named Kaggle.json, which is saved on that directory. Also, the chmod 600 will avoid a warning on Kaggle to start. So let's run the command. So now we have completed our Kaggle account setup. Next, we will be creating a directory which will be traffic sign dataset, as we are working on traffic sign classification model, and will change our current directory to that dataset. So we will be changing our current directory to traffic sign dataset. So here our traffic data set is created. Next, we will be searching our Kaggle data. So I already know that the data set I want with this name GTSRB, German traffic sign, and still search Kaggle to download a list of data set, and I'll select the data set which I want. So we will run with this command and get the list of data sets. So these are the data set that we are searching on the Kaggle. Now we will download the first version of the GTSRB German traffic sign into our current notebook. So this is the command for downloading that data set. So our data set is getting downloaded. So as you can see here, our data set is of 612 MB, and it will directly get downloaded into Google Cloud. Otherwise, you have to download it in your local machine. As you can see here, the data has been downloaded. So let's move forward. Now we need to unzip this data and remove some unwanted files. So this is the command used to unzip our data set, and these are the remove functions to remove the unwanted data. So we have to remove some undesired files that are metadata, metatest, train. So I'll be removing all this unwanted data using this function. Here it will be taking some time to unzip all this data. Now the next step would be to start creating our model. So for that, we will first install some libraries which are important for us. So this is the cell where we are importing all the required libraries. We will import all these libraries which are from sklearn.model selection, that will be like import train test split, which will be used to split the data. We will import to categorical function from TensorFlow, which will be used for one-hot encoding. We will install import TensorFlow also. We will import model, that is we are using for, here for sequential model, and the different layers that we are going to use that are dense, flatten, dropout, convolution 2D layer, and the maxpool 2D layer. Apart from this, we will also import some important libraries such as pandas for data frames, numpy for mathematical computation, matplotlib.pyplot for visualization, matplotlib.image for reading the image, seabon for visualization, and so on. So let's run this command and import all the libraries that required. So this cell has imported all the libraries which are required for this project. So let's move forward to the next session.